Hi. Hi. I'm unmuted now. Nobody even had to tell me. I saw before Mr. Sir typed, "Hi everybody, welcome to the stream." That didn't last too long. Hello all 6 of you, welcome. Hello, Batman Rolling is not here, but thanks for stopping by. Hello, Rosariana. Hello, Gabriel. Hello, Gerbil. Hello, Nila Lay. I think you're new here. Hi, welcome. Hello, Mr. Sir. Hi. How's everybody doing? Hey, Lucas. Welcome. Welcome. I can turn back on the game volume now. Okay, I know now. Skill issue. As per usual. Welcome, everybody. This is gonna be kind of a chill stream today. Cause I've had a long week. But I haven't streamed. Remember to use live chat. Yeah. I'm switching over to live chat. There you go. It's literally the same. Like a good streamer, blah, blah, blah. Isn't that your job to use live chat for me so that you can check things? I'm doing good. I had a long week. I was just on vacation. I was staying at my parents and dog sitting while they were gone, which in some ways was very relaxing, but in other ways was very much not. So yeah, but I'm back. Hi. So, Banished is a pretty old city building game. I mean, pretty old. It's from, like, early 2010s, I guess. Also, how's my volume, everybody? Is it good? Everybody good? Cool. Hopefully. We'll wait for chat to catch up. It's from the early 2010s. 2014, maybe? I don't know. Since that scene has kind of seen a resurgence, and this was kind of the OG games that kind of caused that resurgence. It's old by those standards, I guess. But yeah, it's a fun little game. It's a pretty simple game. I have a couple mods installed. Well, a couple. I have the Mega mod installed, which is basically every major community mod that's been released for this game. At least up to a certain point. So there's quite a bit to do in here. The first 20 minutes are going to be me kind of spent setting up, but then hopefully there'll be a couple more people here and we'll be able to just chat about shit. First of all, we need a name for a town. What should we name our town, guys? I'm gonna swap around the map seed. We're gonna go mountains, very large, mild, disasters, yep. All the settings are good. We're not naming it Lucas. Any other suggestions? Edie Valley. Yes, that is a suggestion. No, I'm not naming the town Lucas, Mr. Sir. For the love of all that is holy. Home. These are weak, guys. These are all weak. Name the goddamn town Lucas. Chili's. You know what, Nila? We're naming it Chili's. Exactly how you spelled it. With an extra I. Name the town Obama? Nah, it's already Chili's. It's Chili's, guys. We're starting Chili's. Obama, but with an O? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? You feel disrespected? Good, you should. Boo. Obomo. Yeah, also boo. Listen, I wanted a town name, not a person name. Lucas is not the name of a town. Alright, here we are. Cool, this is a nice little start. We've got some mountains right next to us for a mine. Welcome to Chili's. Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna be terribly entertaining today. I'm gonna try. Okay, let's bring up our map. Okay, so we've got rivers and mountains right near us, which is important for this game. Because rivers are how the traders come down. I want a town name, not a person name. Looks at Washington, D.C. Shut up. Okay. So, we need our jobs. We want the vertical scrolling one. Yes. Put that right there. This game also This game also is interesting where you kind of get to like construct the UI. It's very interesting. I wonder why no other games have ever tried to do that before. Alright, so we start with a little clearing with some people, some supplies. So now we gotta start. Okay, first of all, we need a little well. Just a small well. I hate how this barn, like, has 2 spaces for the door. It makes everything just not good. I'm gonna put it here this time, I think, in between the places. Heg, I am sending you a message to prove my point. Please look at it and feel bad. Lucas says I'm gonna create a town in real life and have it named Dave just to spite you. I guess there is a town named Lucas in Ohio. I don't care. I don't care. Alright. Now we need some dirt roads. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Put the roads. Oh, we started with pigs. We got oinkers, guys. We got some oinkers. Alright, and then we need houses so these people aren't homeless anymore. But Ohio doesn't exist, so it doesn't matter. That's very true. Ohio does not exist. We could go log cabins, or we could go wooden houses. We can go forest houses and make them forest people. Tiny, small townhomes are really tiny. That's almost like cheating. We can just go tents. We can give them some fucking tents. Mini house. This is a small tent. But yeah, eventually we'll be able to build like big ol' honkers like that bad boy. But right now we shouldn't, because that's a waste of our resources. Build a Nordic house. The country houses. The large residences. Why are these people just standing like that? Because I have the game paused. Hedgehog's favorite line from Uptown Funk is, "Get this stretch right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi." All of you, hush. Hush your mouths. Hush, 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 ha. Just trying to figure out what houses I should build. I could build some little row houses. That might be cute. That might be cute. We got the 2-story ones. We'll build some little 1-story ones for the time being. And then we need a left corner. Perfect. This housing better be the affordable variety. Oh, of course. Wouldn't dream of it otherwise. See, we have here, what we have here is a socialist republic. This town will never have a mayor. Unless you count me. But I'm not really an entity. Cool Hedgehog Lord, did you know that Edie Valley was named in honor of John Edie Valley? This was 100 people. That's not true. Gerbil is spreading lies. These are blatant lies, Gerbil. There's peaks. The reserve of stone is low. Well, of course it is. Let's go get more. Let's go get more stone. Eventually we'll build a quarry, so we'll just have a better supply of stone. But for now, in the immediate vicinity, there's some stuff. We should also probably get some farms set up. Where's the best place for that? Probably we'll make a clearing over in this direction for the farms, I think. And then we can expand up here with the town. Yeah, okay. Gerbil is speaking lies. When has Gerbil ever lied? Except, you know, that one time. But besides that, Gerbil is constantly just lying. Don't believe anything he says. Okay, we'll extend the road that way. And then we'll build a nice little crop field. It should be 8 by 8. There we go. That'll at least start us through the winter. I don't know why they're trying to construct the well before the houses. Is it because I used? It's because I used up all the stone on the well. That might explain it. All right, people, give me some stone to build these damn houses. Everybody's gathering stone just as quick as they can. Build a blockade and force traders to pay a tax whenever they sail near the town. Okay, let's see how many people use this setup. I know we'll probably need a couple more. Okay. They are different. Oh no, this is gonna bug me now. Crap. I should have made sure they were the same color. Is raining the NPC gets sick? They will pretty soon. We are building a couple more houses so that they don't. Alright, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Those of you who have ever watched me play city builder games, you know that I have a thing with symmetry. Here we go. Okay, that should be enough now. Let me... What have we got? We got peas. We got peas as our starting crop. Let's assign a farmer to work that, just so we have a little bit of stuff coming in for the winter. We need more stone. Everybody go get some stones so these people won't be homeless. Just some absolute idiot gets yoked into the well by the well demon. Build a shrine. We must honor our Lord and Savior Twitch Prime. I can build a shrine, I think, actually, with these mods. Oh, that's new. Housing and accommodations. Oh, nice. Nice. We got some nice looking houses. Okay. I think there is a place for me to build a shrine. Let me see. It's themed sets. Native set. I can build a totem pole. No, there was a, oh, here. I think it was, yeah, since this mod installed a bunch of shit. Here we go. Juridic order. There you go. Deer, kill. Can you force the townspeople to engage in human sacrifice? I mean, I can build them a druid order, which certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Let us make this town quite haunted. I can put up medieval ruins, but I don't have the stuff for it. We are gonna need some firewood now that everything's kind of being built. So we're gonna just make a temporary little woodcutter. Refined resources. We want, where is it? We just want a little chopper right there. A little chopper. Can you build a hotel or motel? I can build a, yeah, I'm sure the reserve of food is low. I need to set up a hunting cabin probably. Or fishing is more reliable than hunting cabins, so I'll set that up. Yeah, the first like 20 minutes of Banished are like panic, 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 and then it's fine. Let's see. We're gonna set this kind of as close to the town as we can, so they have to go less of a distance. I think right here is where we're gonna have to do it, and then we'll build out the road to go there. Perfect. And then while we're at it, we will put up a pen for the animals. I think, where is it? Let's Just, yeah, just a standard pasture. Ah, isn't quite enough space. It needs to be at least 7. Needs to be at least 7. We put it a little too close. That's okay. We'll do this then. That'll go there. That'll go there. As for your question, hotel or motel, I can build boarding houses, which are kind of temporary lodgings for people. More so, this game is very kind of medieval style. So there's not a lot of like commercialism or anything, because it's mostly about kind of surviving and maybe eventually thriving. As you can see, I'm not doing very well with it. We need more stones. That's my problem. That's why they're not building this. Get rid of those boyos. We'll also need some more logs soon. Need to set aside a little wilderness area for stuff. For logging and shit. It's not really a convenient area to do that. I'll have to do it over here for now and move it later. Let's see. Once this is done, which it should be soon once I cut down some of these trees. You paused the stream. Shit. You see, if you wanted a haunted town, you should have named it after me. Why are you haunted? You're haunted? Children are being born. Huzzah. Alright, we're building the pasture. Can we build this too, maybe? We need someone to cut wood. We need a woodcutter. Let's assign somebody to do that. Question for you, Hedge. I know we talk in DMs a fair bit, but I just wanted to ask you here, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm doing great. We got pigs. Pig. I'm currently beginning my editing process for the next Higurashi video, so it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm excited for this one. This one will be really great, I think. We need a herdsman for the pigs. Pig. We don't need 200 right now. We need a 100 fuel limit. Can we build a PvP area? Well, unfortunately, it's not really that type of game. Can you fight wars? You cannot fight wars in this game. This is a very peaceful game. And if you want her to feel better, then great. Just make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and donate to me here. Ah! Bro, just have the whole town be a PvP area. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. It'll probably go wrong. I'm pretty good at this game, so hopefully it won't go wrong. But as soon as I say that, of course, it will all go atrociously wrong. Did you guys do all the stone over here too? Oh, you guys are really running through stone quick, huh? Jesus Christ. Alright, let's just get rid of any and all stone in this area. We'll have you guys come over here too. That should get you what you need. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. Famous last words. Alright, because we need that fishery. Faux show. Because our crop intake this year is going to be very limited. I'm going to set up another field or maybe 2 for next year, but we should slaughter the other pigs. You should slaughter these other pigs. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lower this to 1, so you slaughter those pigs. Because we'll have pigs now. Hi, Oren Piercy, welcome! Welcome to the stream, my friend. Today is a talky one. I'm just setting up my little town, and once I do, then we will have plenty of time to talk. I'm very low on lots of things at the moment, but we will soon fix that. I just gotta get through the first winter. Once I do that, everything will be just fine. Murder all pigs. Sacrifice them. Sacrifice them for the elder god. For the elder hog. Here we go. Here go all the pigs. We will have plenty of meat for the winter now. And we are murdering these pigs. Okay. Dock is almost complete. Once it is, we'll be able to assign 4 people as fishermen. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. 4 fishermen. Good to go there. Everybody's got some houses. There's 2 11-year-olds who are married. That's weird. That's weird. More humans equals more sacrifices for the elder hog. You're right. You're right. Probably some meaning there, but I don't know. Hedge just said kill all pigs, huh? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, now that we're gonna be okay for this winter, we're gonna extend this road out a little bit. And put up another pasture. We're probably gonna want 3 for next year. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna do the road up. Actually, we probably want this area over here to keep as our wilderness area, so I'll just keep extending the road out this way. For now, unfortunately, all we have to grow are peas, but hopefully that will change. Married at 11. Yep, that makes sense for the time period. Very true. Hello, no username. Welcome. No problem. Don't worry about it. I haven't started talking yet. I've just been setting up so that everybody can see the village grow. All right. So what we need now is we need to set up this wilderness area. So we're gonna extend one more road. Actually, maybe we'll just extend that back there. Make a little crossroads. That was one too far. That's okay. Just delete that. Okay, and then at this crossroads here, we will start putting some of our resource production. We need a forester lodge. That can go here. And then we need a gatherer's hut, which we will put next to it here. We might need a hunting cabin too. What is the most offensive farm animal term? Cow, pig, or chicken? I'm not chicken, shut up! You're chicken! I don't fucking know. I think they're all sad. And then we can assign 2 more farmers, so that's all good for next year. And now we will begin our conquest. The next thing I'm gonna do after this area is set up, then we'll kind of have everything we need for the moment. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna shit and come. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna set up a school so we can start getting our kiddos educated. Our kiddos educated, because that is important. Okay, we're down to 1 pig. Cool, we can bring that back up to 4. And now it'll be a little while before we have more meat, but that's fine. That's fine. I hope I didn't fuck myself. I hope these pigs will just generate. That'd be nice. We'll see. I might have fucked myself. I might have becooked. I might have fucked myself. Alright, the reserve of logs is low. I'm well aware. I think we should have enough to build the forester's hut, though, which means we'll start generating logs. Alpaca is the most offensive farm animal insult. You know what? We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. That seems correct. I'm not gonna question it. Okay. So, all of the stuff I've done so far is pretty vanilla. I haven't used a lot of the mod stuff. That's gonna change very shortly. I mean, technically, I think this is not your usual Forester Lodge skin, so... Alright, yeah, we can dedicate all these people. We're just gonna have 2 Foresters, because that should be able to keep up with our production right now, and then we'll have 3 Gatherers. And that should get us lots of shit. We might eventually put a Hunter's Lodge here, too, to get all the deers roaming around, but we'll see how that works out. Right now... We've got a nice little foundation for our town. Everything's a little spread out. Hedgehog, when will you and Buffsky collab? You know, I think if Buffsky and I existed in the same place, the world would implode. That's my thought on it, at least. I don't think the universe would last very long. We've got our nice little row houses. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, do we have... Oh, we have another laborer. Cool. Well, if we have another laborer, then I'll put you to work at the forestry for now. And the forestry's nice because not only do they cut trees, but they plant trees. We're already getting some logs and shit. How about here? Oh, we've already got a bunch of stuff. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're gonna keep up that, diversity. Thinking of book theater topics to talk about, but I'm going blank. We'll start talking in a minute. Don't worry about it. I'm almost ready. I just want to make sure we get through this next year. All right, we'll be all good to go. I'll probably want to start thinking about putting down a couple more houses. So to that end, we need some more stones. I'm gonna probably prioritize getting houses up here to start connecting up to the fishery, I think. Which means this barn is kind of just in the middle of town, but that's alright. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, it's a late winter, so we're gonna need those farmers, so I can't take them off of farming. Well, the reserve of firewood is low, but saying the production limit isn't reached. Well, I'm just gonna increase that and hope it fixes itself. Here we go. And then we're gonna go back down to 200. Okay. Okie dokie artichoke. No plan, Noah! Can't donate because my card is disabled while I wait for a new one. Oh, you're not Noah, you're somebody else. Hi, welcome. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Unless that is Noah. Oh, it is Noah. At work, but hope you have a good stream. Thanks, Noah. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so right, we've got peas growing. We got lots of peas growing. We need to keep up that diversity so our food diversity so our health stays good. Oh. Oh no, the pigs do not. I think I fucked myself. The pigs do not generate. What a lovable character. Good old No Plan. Change name to No Plan for a special little thing I'm planning. But I thought you had no plan. I thought you had no plan. But the stream is about Hedgehog. Everyone knows No Plan. You were always No Plan. He never wasn't No Plan. What are you talking about? Okay. We need a couple more houses. We can build little houses. They're kind of cute. Or we could do just some plain old wood houses. We can't do salt box houses yet. Town abodes. We can't do those, obviously. I can do a Boston house. Those look very out of place, though. You're right, it's No Plan. Please give her all your cash. Yes. Give me your cash. I think I'm gonna go slightly more medieval than colonial with this one. Some of the mods have, because the time period for Banished is a little funky. It's, somewhere between medieval and colonial. Some mods lean more into the medieval, and some lean more into the colonial. I think I'm gonna lean more into the medieval for this one. So let's go... Not that one. Not that one. Village housing. Oh yeah. with one of those, maybe. I think we're just gonna go with a couple wooden houses for the time being. Just a couple. Hedgehog, have you played Hearts of Iron 4? I think you'd like it. I think I've played a lot of Crusader Kings. I think Hearts of Iron is a little too war focused for me. I like medieval warfare for sure. Not a big fan of modern warfare or more modern warfare. Closest I've gotten is that I took a class on modern military history in high school. And maybe not necessarily my thing, but yeah. Okay. Okay, we're looking pretty set up here. Getting some houses built. We can put another builder on you right now. Yeah, fuck myself. Big department. Rip me. Rip me. Hedgehog, have you ever played the hardcore beautiful game set in the late 1800s? This was set in the bayous of Louisiana. No plan. What game could you possibly be talking about? Please tell me. The Lovecraftian type horror survival. Wow, that sounds right up my alley. You know, I don't think I've ever played this game. It's not ringing any bells. Oh yeah, I was gonna build a little schoolhouse too. I think there's a medieval mod for it. There's a lot of mods for Hoai, especially mods where the funny mustache man and his buddies win World War II instead of us and our pals. That's fair. But why not just play Crusader Kings in that case? It's by the same company, but it's already set in medieval periods, no mods required. Right, schoolhouse, town services, school buildings, mini school. A regular old schoolhouse. We could do the village school. That's pretty cute. One room schoolhouse. We do colonial school. Medieval school. Oh, I do kind of like that. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's supposed to go this way. It looks like, with a road to the side of it. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna put it this way, because that looks better. Because the Crusader Kings, they can't turn a section of the country into a hell state ruled by Himmler and a mod. Yeah, but you can marry your daughter. We're gonna put the school. Yeah, we want it kind of centrally located, so we're gonna put it right here next to the well. Okay. We're gonna need more stone again. This is a problem with the early game, is you're constantly running out of stone. You have to go to increasingly further and further lengths to get it. Okay, we've got some over here, it looks like. Hey, Nick Naujalis! I'm doing well. Who's your favorite recurring character in American history? Recurring? That's a weird question. In American history? Ooh, I don't know. Hedgehog's really into the idea of kings marrying their own family members. It's a whole thing. I am not. I think it's weird, actually. I don't usually do that in Crusader Kings. As far as American history goes, ooh, let me think. I know a lot about colonial history. John Hancock is a character. I like him. He's the guy who signed the Constitution and filled up half the fucking page. He's quite fun. He's quite fun. I appreciate him. He was also a pretty shrewd businessman from what I'm aware of. He was pretty cool. I like him a lot. And welcome back, Gerbil. We can do assign more foresters? Holy crap, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing in there? You're fucking around. We need more wood. Alright, I think I'm about at the point where I can sit back and relax. Alright! It's talking time. What do you guys want to know about? I could talk about what my next videos are on the analysis channel. I could talk about John has a hand what? Yeah. Hedgehog, explain Pythagorean theorem. I don't know a lot about the Pythagorean theorem. I know a lot about Pythagoras. He was a philosopher from Greece all the way back when. And he believed that music was central to the idea of math. He believed that to be a well-rounded scientist needed to know music. He kind of ran a cult a little bit. The people who were followers of Pythagoras were kind of like cult members. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Let's see, what do we got here? Hold on, my microphone's in the way, I can't see. Okay. Would you attempt to eat Jupiter? It's gas. I mean, you could just... You'd need to do that for a very long time, but for those of you who know me, I'm quite good at sucking. What did you eat for lunch last Wednesday? Last Wednesday, I ate leftover risotto that I had made. Hi, Coffee Fruit, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Hedgehog, what history stuff do you think should be taught in school? They teach World War II a lot, but rarely anything about World War I. I believe that world history in general needs to be taught more. We are taught in U.S. schools a lot of American history, a lot of World War II. We are taught very little about other places in the world, which I think is a mistake. Because I think that by neglecting to teach us about the rest of the world, we get a rather Anglo-centric view of the world. We kind of start to think that we are the center of the world a little bit, which is not true at all, especially not nowadays. Maybe we were for about 30-40 years there, but other countries are overtaking us now. And I think it's important to learn about ancient history. It's important to learn about more modern history from other countries' perspectives. Yeah, I just think that we're not taught enough about other cultures in general. Sounds like a geek that played, like playing a D&D bard too much. Fair enough. Fair enough. Pythagoras was a weird guy. He was a weird guy. Alright. The chat's gone quiet. Should have played a more popular game. Maybe then more people would have come. We need a teacher. I learned quite a lot of ancient history in school, oddly enough. Maybe that's just a Wisconsin thing then. We did not learn. We did not learn. The only reason that I ever had a world history course was because for 2 years of my middle school career, I did school online instead of public school. There was no world history class that was taught in the middle school or high school level at all. In our school. The best we got is in the 6th grade. We learned about Canada and Mexico. That was about it. The center of the world is still the Anglo powers, but it's shifting away. Anyhow, I think that you're right that we need more focus on world history. I think it'd be good to always have two history classes going on at once, one in U.S. history, the other in world history. That's fair. That's fair. Yes, because we do need to learn about our own history, of course. But yes, I believe that you can learn a lot from history, that a lot of people are really devaluing the kind of importance of learning history and learning from, because like it's the old adage that like, oh, you know, history will repeat itself if you don't learn from it. But I mean, it's, you know, it's true. Like a lot of the reasons that we're still making the same mistakes is because we have no self-awareness to look at ourselves and see where we've been and where we're going. And I think history, because it's the actual history itself is not all that important. More so what it is it's the ability to look at people from the past and look at people potentially from the future and all that stuff. What's your favorite country thing to play in Crusader Kings? I have been attempting to take over Britain and found Britannia as Ireland for ages. I haven't succeeded yet. I've gotten very close. I've conquered. There was one run where I got all of Ireland. I got a big portion of Scotland and Britain and then Wales. But then my monarch died and there was a huge big big riot, and I kind of lost it, unfortunately. Someday I'll complete that Ireland run. Someday. It's just a glimmer in my eye right now, but someday. If you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat that same history. I absolutely agree. I think that not enough people understand or know their own history. See, we got anyone waiting for houses? Not particularly at the moment. Maybe like one or two people. But that's about it. That's about it. So I guess I'll wait on houses a little bit. This game is about, it's just a nice little city builder game about putting together a little village and essentially just surviving. It's a nice peaceful little game. The base game is pretty simple. I have a lot of mods installed to make it a little more interesting, but it's a very slow paced little game. I'll speed it up a little bit now that I'm confident we're not gonna die immediately. Just waiting for some students. Come on, kids. Come on, kids. Come on, kids. Get 10. Get to be 10. Get to be 10. I believe in you. You can be 10. What platforms? PC. PC. Societies, Mr. Sir. But yeah, I have a great love of history. As some of you know, I made that Hedgehogs Telling History video. About 2 years ago now. And that's definitely a project that I'd like to bring back someday. The problem was that just for how much editing work that video took, it was not worth it at the time to do more of them. And the voice acting channel wasn't really suited for it anyway. When I have a slightly larger following on the new channel and can actually consistently have an editor, then maybe I'll consider bringing it back. Okay, move over, losers. Hey Hatch, have you ever seen and or read The Hunchback of Notre Dame? I think you'd like it. It's really dark. That's a book that's been on my list for quite a while to read. I saw the original, not the original, I saw the Disney movie a bunch of years ago. The second direct-to-video sequel was the one I watched more often though, so from what I'm aware of, yeah, it seems like it'd be an incredible story. I know that, oh no, these pigs do just spawn on their own. That's cool. That's cool. They just generate. I know that basically what's his face wrote it because the Notre Dame was falling apart and he wanted people to appreciate it, and so it basically became a national monument kind of due to this book, which is cool. That's fun. But yeah, I've heard a lot about it, and I've been meaning to read it. I have so much shit I've gotta do. Hedgehog, have you looked into Victoria 3's development at all? It's aiming to be a society sim depicting 1836 to 1936, much less emphasis on war than the previous Victoria games, more on domestic stuff. That is awesome. I've done a little bit of research into Victoria 3. I do love Victorian society. If it's gonna be less focused on war, I would like that a lot, and maybe I'll actually check it out. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Appreciate it. Notre Dame falling apart. That's familiar. Yeah, maybe that's not a. That didn't age very well. Oh shit, we need tools. Oh fuck. Fuck. I knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. All right, we need a blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith? You can put a little house over it too. We're gonna do, where does the house go? It goes to this side. Okay, so we need to put this here. Yep. And then we can put the house over it right there. Okay. Cool. We'll make us a little blacksmith, a little blacksmithery. I'm just getting tired of all these reboots. Can't they find some other building to have fall apart? Why can't we get new disasters? Tired of plagues as well. Yeah, God. Fucking plagues are so goddamn overrated. Like, God, there's so many of them all the time, constantly. Where's the blacksmith? A retro Markiplier reference in 2022? Listen, I like old Markiplier. I miss him. I miss him dearly. Every once in a while I go back and I watch old Markiplier because it makes me happy. You can't really capture that old kind of joy of those old Markiplier videos. I started watching him back in 2014. God, can you believe it was 2014? Holy shit, that was so long ago. Holy shit. Rip in peace, Markiplier gone too soon. I guess he still technically exists, but yeah. Rip in peace, Markiplier. Alright, no, stop. Stop. Okay, yep. Iron logs. Perfect. Alright, we've got some students. We're teaching some lads and lasses. Just 2 of them for now. But there's more children now too. That's excellent. We have shillings. We're gonna need some more houses soon, probably. Good news. Yamimash! Holy shit, I haven't heard that name in ages. He was one of, like, the first... He's the guy who introduced me to Minecraft. He was one of the first YouTubers I actually, like, watched. Him and Markiplier. Wow. Wow. He's coming back. My God, I'm gonna have to look him up. Holy shit. Sounding like Sips now. Speaking of Yamimash and then the Yogscast. That's how I found the Yogscast, was Yamimash. Favorite Disney film. I'm not like a huge fan of Disney anymore. For many reasons, which I'll probably get into after I say my favorite one. But my favorite has changed over the years. When I was very young, it was Sleeping Beauty, which I know is like really not a popular choice. I learned that as I got older that like nobody else was a Sleeping Beauty fan. I always like Cinderella a lot. Say Song of the South, coward, get canceled live. I've never actually seen Song of the South, so I can't say it's my favorite. Nowadays, I like Beauty and the Beast a lot, which is the normie pick. I always liked The Little Mermaid a lot as a kid, too. As far as Disney goes, though, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Disney. There's a lot of people who have different reasons for not being huge fans of Disney. For me, it's the fact that they own almost everything in media, which I don't like that. I don't think anybody should own almost everything. That is not good. That's no good. That's no good. And I hate that Disney Plus exists too. And I hate that they're starting to license anime. Because that's the worst thing you could do is license anime. Literally, we finally got rid of this problem. We finally got anime off of Amazon so that a bunch of other places that were trying to license anime stopped. So that it could just be... Because Netflix is fine. Like, Netflix delays them a lot, which sucks. But, like, they're fine. Whatever. They've produced a lot of really good original anime too, like Devilman Crybaby and stuff. So I can't fault them too much. Hulu and Funimation are kind of connected. Hulu and Crunchyroll are now one entity essentially, so that's fine. High Dive is its own thing, I guess. But there's like 3 places. There's Netflix, Hulu/Funimation/Crunchyroll, and High Dive now. But now Disney started to dip its toes in, and that does not bode well because Disney has the power to buy the best anime every season. And Disney's going to try to pull an Amazon, but unlike Amazon, they might actually be successful with it. because Amazon locked its anime behind yet another paywall, which made everybody pissed at them. Most people were pissed at them because, hey, we don't want another place we have to go pay for anime, but Disney might succeed because they're Disney and they can do anything, and literally Disney Plus shouldn't exist. It sucks. I don't like. I used to say Lion King because Scar's from. That's fair. I forgot about Lion King. I always liked Lion King a lot as a kid too. They've got Marvel, Star Wars. They got a spot in Smash Bros. They've gotten with Square Enix, and they're gonna take out anime soon. Yep. Disney, the company everyone loves. This is sarcasm. Yeah. Listen. Now, I'm just happy that that Warner Brothers started multiverses, so that I can just play with Warner Brothers characters because they're all my favorites. The mouse is a powerful man. Fear him. Yeah, I think, because when the Marvel movies first came out, like, the first, like, 5 years or so of Marvel movies, they were pretty good. They're pretty good. Now there's just so fucking many of them that, like, they can't help but all be the same. You know what? Okay, I do have to rant for a second, because there's something that I've been seeing recently that pisses me the fuck off. A lot of people, so there's the thing in Marvel movies, I gotta unpause this. There's the thing in Marvel movies where like, you know, the characters are all really quippy and they go, and they, you know, fuck around all the time and yada yada yada. They do the thing. They do the quippy, the Buffy speak thing. And, I just hate that people are blaming Joss Whedon for this. And I think it's because Joss Whedon directed the original Avengers movie. I think that's why they're blaming him. But this has been a Joss Whedon thing for ages. This has been a Joss Whedon thing since the 90s. Since, you know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is where the term Buffy speak comes from. But, oh my god, there's so many children being born. But the thing is that Joss Whedon does it really well. Joss Whedon knows how to do Buffy speak because he knows how to do it appropriately at appropriate times. Like, he bases series around being quippy and silly, and making their settings and stuff very, very good for that. So, like, there's a big difference between the Buffy speak and Buffy, where all the characters are a bunch of teenagers and they go around and saying, like, and stuff all the time. There's a big difference between his Buffy speak in that show and his Buffy speak in Firefly, where it's this very kind of, like, Western space cop show. And so their humor is much snippier. It's much kind of, you know, more, oh, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's much more, it's not pessimistic. What is the word I'm thinking of? It's much more, God, fuck. You probably all know what I mean. But it's a lot more, it's on the tip of my fucking tongue. It's a lot more, like, kind of dark, kind of, a little more subtle. But the problem is that since Joss Whedon did that, dry? Yeah, that's a good word for it. That wasn't the exact word, but that works. That works too. English hard, yeah. But, you know, since Joss Whedon directed the Avengers and obviously put some of his Buffy speak in it because he's really, really good at writing quippy dialogue, everybody did that, and it became a Marvel movie thing because the Avengers at the time was the most successful Marvel movie to get released. So obviously everyone's gonna try to replicate that, right? Like, obviously. English major, by the way, yeah. But the problem with that is that a lot of people took what Joss Whedon did and they didn't do it well because they didn't think of when he used it, why he used it, and how he used it. They just said, oh, people like quippy dialogue and action scenes, so we'll put some in there. Which is not how you should be going about it. And so now it's a trend in Marvel movies. It's a trend in now, like, video games and other things that, like, oh, you need quippy dialogue. Like, I've seen, like, people leaving reviews of stuff saying, it was so humorless. Like, and it's like, no, not everything has to be full of humor. But And I get that that's a problem, and I think that quippy dialogue is becoming increasingly annoying in modern years. Even as someone who uses quippy dialogue in my stories a lot, I think it's annoying a lot of times. But I wish people would stop blaming Joss Whedon for it, because Joss Whedon always did it really, really well, and he did it appropriately. And it's just the people who try to imitate him that suck at it. Not gonna lie, I wish they added Spinal to Multiverses. I wish I got to beat up Steven as there. Definitely missed opportunity. Well, keep in mind, no username, that the current roster is not even remotely close to the final roster. They are adding 50 million characters. Here, I can even, like, pull up the list of leaked characters. Oh god, there's only like 4 of you. Thanks all 4 of you for sticking around. I appreciate it. Multiverses. Character leaks. Here we go. Let's see. Oh god, I still have this zoomed in. Okay. From Esports. Right, these are all the characters that are out currently, including Rick and Morty. The leaked characters. Oh god, there's a lot more of them now than I remember there being. So some of these are probably not legit, but I know for a fact some of these have been confirmed. The Joker has been confirmed for sure. Marvin the Martian's been confirmed. Raven's been confirmed. Johnny Bravo, I believe, has been confirmed. Godzilla. Scorpion. Or Sub-Zero, one of the two. I can't remember which one. Gizmo from Gremlins. The Wicked Witch, I remember from The Wizard of Oz. And I think Daenerys Targaryen as well. And they're gonna keep releasing anybody who is from a Warner Brothers property is viable to be in at any time. And I know they're planning on probably making deals with other people to get their characters too. Gizmo. Yes, Gizmo from Gremlins, which is a Warner Brothers property. Oh, hold on. I got lost. Iron Man is a great movie still. Yes, it is. You could legitimately take half the dialogue out of most Marvel movies and they would benefit from that. Absolutely, I agree. Question to Hedgehog, do you believe in the supernatural? That's kind of a loaded question. I believe that there are forces in this world that are beyond our understanding. That I absolutely believe. I think that maybe stuff like that doesn't quite exist how, like, people think it does, but I definitely believe that there's some form of, I guess for lack of a better word, magic in the world. I believe that you can cause things to happen by putting out the right energy into the world. I believe in that kind of thing. I don't think there's like vampires or witches or anything. I think that ghosts could probably exist, but probably not as like entities. I think if anything they probably exist as memories of people who live, impressions of people who lived in the world. Godzilla versus Shaggy versus Batman versus Sub-Zero. Also maybe gonna main Raven for no particular reason. Yeah, Raven was also confirmed, I remember. But yeah. I also my microwave is haunted, so I for sure believe. Yeah, no, I believe there's forces. There's forces, for lack of a better word. But I don't know if there's anything like crazy out there. Like crazy supernatural. Obviously I do a lot of research because I write stories about the supernatural constantly. Do I want to break this up? Maybe midway. That's gonna start. Related, would you say that non-material things exist? What do you mean by non-material in specifics? Like, do you mean energies? Do you mean entities? What do you mean? Davcav. Okay, but let's be real. Mothman is legit and he's best girl. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. 100%. Totally. Do you believe in destiny or fate? No. I do not. I believe... okay, well, I probably shouldn't say that. I believe that... How do I explain? I think that there are, for lack of a better word, I believe in the multiverse theory. I believe that for every choice we make, a different universe splits off from our current universe. And so I believe that out there, somewhere, is every possibility of everything that you have ever done or could ever do. Which is very sad sometimes, because sometimes you made good decisions and there's a version of you out there who didn't make that decision. Sometimes there's a you out there who didn't make some mistakes that you did. Oh, that's right, I need lumber now for this. Okay. That's okay, we've got plenty of wood. Good night, Lucas. Have a great night. So I believe that... I believe in destiny in the fact that we are on the current timeline, or we are in the current universe that we are in for a reason. I believe that as a conscious entity, as me, I have been placed in this particular this particular configuration of choices for a reason, but I don't think that there is something out there that has destined us or fated us to do particular things, which on the one hand is kind of disheartening because it doesn't mean that, you know, we have a purpose, but on the other hand it means that there's less pressure because you can kind of make your own purpose. You kind of have to work for that. You kind of have to work for your goal, but ultimately I think that's more satisfying in a way. Let me set up. I could do a sawmill. I could do a water wheel sawmill. That could look nice. But then I probably won't have room for a trader over here. Oh, I might, maybe. Maybe. Let me see. How big is the trader? How big is the seed trader? I want the farm supplier. Oh, I can fit it over here. Okay, I can stick the water wheel over here. Sorry, I'll get back on track in 1 second. I just realized that I need to put a sawmill here. I need more stones. I was trying to build a quarry so I could get more stones. I guess we're gonna have to go all the way over here to get some. Okay, right. Let's look at what everybody replied to me. But not material things, I mean things that exist but don't have a physical presence in the universe. Like, for example, souls. Oh, yeah, I believe in energies for sure. If that's kind of what you mean. I believe there are forces in this world, there are energies in this world that are non-material. Because obviously we are just bags of flesh and stuff, but I think that there's got to be something that animates us, that makes us specifically us. And you could argue, well, that's your brain chemistry, but yeah, I think there's something that makes us us. The universe is a massive complex web of cause and effect, and every lost it. Every choice you have ever made was because of a culmination of all the prior steps in a very long chain of events, or maybe not. That's very fair. You've been placed here by the will of Steins Gate. Yes, you know what? Actually, yes. Yes, I firmly believe that we have been placed here due to the will of Steins Gate, essentially. Basically. The universe, this stream got very existential. Predetermination versus fate of will is a largely pointless binary. It doesn't change, people act either way. I think that predeterminism is real. You are all destined to donate to Hedgehog to further her wicked schemes. Thanks, man. I believe in destiny and the fact that I am in this world for a reason. Fair enough. You are way more than entitled to Whatever you want to believe. I believe that the universe had to be set up in a very specific way to enable you to get here. Like for instance, my parents met on a whim in a dive bar, because my mom, it was the only bar in town that didn't card, and my mom was under 21, so she went in there, and my dad happened to be there that night, and he was over 21 by a little bit. I think he was maybe 21, maybe 20, 23 or 24, maybe 22, 23, yeah, something like that. And my mom just so happened to run out of cigarettes. I know this is a great story about really great high classy parents. But my mom was out of cigarettes, and so she just happened to pick my dad, because he looked like a nice guy, to go over and ask to bum a cigarette. And according to my parents, my dad made a stupid joke. He introduced himself and he made a stupid joke about how to remember his name, which neither of my parents to this day ever remember what it was. I make fun of them constantly for neither of them remembering what this joke was. But a joke was made. And then my dad was so enchanted that he went back to this dive bar every night for like a week, hoping to run into my mom again. And he finally did, and he finally got her phone number, and that's how they met. And I just think it's a crazy amount of coincidences that they ever even like met in the first place and even got together to have me, let alone that all the other things that had to work out for them to you know ever have me in the first place. I believe in destiny because there was a girl at my high school named Destiny. I'm pretty sure she was real. But are you a bee believer? No, I'm not a bee believer. Quick question, does anyone need a hug? Yes, I need a hug for sure. Your dad was enchanted. Your mom's a witch. Is that what she has it going on? You know it. How do you think I've enchanted all 4 of you to watch this right now? There are 5 of you. Wow, I'm never playing Banished ever again. No one gives a shit about Banished. He fell to the whims of a foul temptress. I don't know about foul. They've been together for almost, God, has it really been almost 30 years? Yeah, I think it's almost been 30 years. Yeah, they were together for several years before I was born. So yeah, if I'm 23, I think it's almost 30. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. They're old. Never even heard of Banished till now. It's a really fun game. It's very chill. It's on the older side. It inspired a lot of current city building games. Oh no, I've been enchanted. My mind has been captured. Help me. Yes. Yes. Can we get some stones? I just need to make some lumber. Man, I just need to make some lumber, dude. Listen, I know the road is long. I know it's far away, but go get that fucking stone, you guys. It's right there. It's not that far. I promise. You're not gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna have to start a tiny little a temporary tiny little log pit. I need a saw pit. We need a saw pit, guys. I'm not here because I'm enchanted. I'm here to bully head fog. That's a new one. I think Madam is responsible for about 2/3 of all the different things people call me. I can't believe Hedgehog is causing deforestation. Shaking my head, my thighs. Shaking my head, my massive ass cheeks. Can you guys just get the iron? Listen, there's iron to be got so you can make tools. Thanks, dude. Look at this guy. Look at this man. He's a champion. He's a fucking champion over there. Look at him go. Look at him go. Alright, saw pit. Fuck pit. Fuck pit. Sounds like someone who's enchanted would say that, Mr. Sir. Eating dinner now, but still watching and hovering over the ban if someone, preferably Madam, misbehaves. Yeah, Madam, you better watch out. Gerbil's on that button. He's on that fucking button. Oh, did they finally? Oh, they built it. Okay, I don't need the saw pit then. That's fine. We'll just get rid of the saw pit. We need lumber. We need lumber, so we can get stone. I think we might really need that's right, I forgot that in this version, since it's the mod, it's iron ore, not iron. Ah, shit. Shit! This is so complicated! I coined the Hooble moniker. Yes, I remember that was you. And now my mods are bullying each other. As they're wont to do. But, yeah. This stream got very existential. It's existential time. Let's see. What's something else we can talk about, guys? I don't know. Hedgehog, what would you say is the weirdest interaction you've had with a fan? Ooh. I've had a lot of weird ones. I think... Yeah, I'll tell this one, because it was early on enough that no one will know who this is anymore. Very early on in my career, when I was only known for DDLC stuff, I think this was like probably about a month or two after I really started getting somewhere. I had a fan approach me and say, "Hey, I'm making an SFM animation." Believe SFM? That it's the Valve one. Source filmmaker. Yeah, SFM. And he said, "And I want you to voice Monica." And since this, I have become, and many other things, I have become much more aware of people asking me for help with things, and I've become much better at getting the full picture, getting the story and everything before I agree to anything. But back then, I was very naive, so I went, "Yeah, sure, I'll help you out." Oh, hi, Mexican Tail, welcome. You seem new around here. Welcome to the stream. So I said, "Yeah, I'll help you out." And he goes, "Cool, here's the script." And the script was him, and Monica was his girlfriend in this script. Like the character, one of the characters was just the guy. He had the same username as this guy. And that was weird. But also what was weirder was that Monica sat on this guy's lap, which was fun. Yeah. So I ended up turning him down after I saw this. Just because that made me uncomfortable. Yeah, so that was weird. That was weird. Everyone's going, "Oh no. Oh no. Was this Dragon?" No, this was not Dragon. Dragon wouldn't touch Source Filmmaker. He's got Cinema 4D. Another time, there was a guy who came up to me and he said, "Hey," and he didn't ask. He said, "Hey, I'm going to do a full dub of Doki Doki Literature Club, and I want you to play all of the characters." And I went, "No." I said, but because at the time I was not good at saying no, I said, "Listen, I'm not gonna have the time to play all the characters. I will play Monica for you if you want. And he said, okay. And then he said, hop to it. And I said, where's the script? And he said, what? And I said, I'm not just gonna go through the whole game and do a dub for you. I need a script to work off of because I'm not gonna go all the way back through the full game. He said, okay. He got me a script. He even started a little server. He got some other girls to voice some of the other DLC characters. It was very clear this project was never actually gonna happen because this guy was in no frame of mind to make this happen at all. But for months and months and months afterward, I would constantly get messages from this guy trying to talk to me and trying to be like, I'm depressed, Hedgehog. Let me tell you my problems, Hedgehog. And like, I've had people do this to me before, and like, for the most part, like, it's totally fine. Like, I love listening to people. I don't love it, but like, I'm totally willing to listen to people talking about their problems, but like, I always appreciate it when they ask me if it's okay first. This guy just kind of came in and just dumped all his shit on me, and I was like, oh god. Oh god. What did I do to deserve this? But no, but there's been a lot of people who have like needed to vent to someone, and I'm very good at that, and I really usually don't mind. Just like it when they ask first before they just kind of do it. But yeah, that was another time. I've missed a lot of questions. Sorry, I keep having to scroll back. Hedgehog, what's your favorite conspiracy theory, and do you think it's true? Mine is that JFK killed himself. Ooh. Ooh. My favorite conspiracy theory is that the moon is hollow. There are a lot of reasons why people say the moon is hollow. They think either aliens have bases there, or we have bases there, or somebody has bases there. Or some people say that the moon is just a giant television screen in the sky. I like moon theories. I think they're silly. I do not believe the moon is hollow, though. Unfortunately, I don't think it's hollow. But that's a fun one. What is your SSID number? I don't know what that is. Hedgehog, have you read The Yellow Wallpaper? Have I read it? I did a video on it. If you haven't seen it, there's a video on my channel called The Yellow Wallpaper, and I read the damn story. I did. It's one of my favorites, actually. I love The Yellow Wallpaper. I think it's a great little story. But yeah, you should go check that out if you haven't yet. We need more stone. We always need more stone. There's never enough stone. I think I need a temporary solution for my lack of stone. Is there a temporary solution? I could do this, but that's gonna be a pain in my ass. Tiny quarry. I could do a tiny quarry. We'll do that for now, and then we'll upgrade later. And then I'll just get rid of this. Because then we can cannibalize the stone. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. We can cannibalize the stone from this. And then we can get our iron. Or we won't. We'll use it for something else, apparently. Something I don't know. Oh, we need iron for that. Oh. Fuck. Okay, shit! I am in a situation. I am in a predicament. Okay, fuck. Fuck, what am I gonna do? The Yellow Wallpaper. It's that one short creepypasta, right? It is not a creepypasta! How dare you say that! The Yellow Wallpaper was a short story written in the early 1900s by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, I think is her name. No, it is a professionally published short story from the early 1900s. It is not a creepypasta by any means. The moon is the moon. You don't know what an SSID number is? Fucking Zoomer. Yeah. I'm bad. I'm so bad. Yeah, that's pretty close. Maybe they'll go get that. Because I'm out of tools, guys. There's no tools. There's no tools. This is not good for me. Okay, we're gonna destroy this, and we're gonna rebuild that refinery that we need. And there's a tiny little iron smelter. Right there. Yep, it's a psychological terror book. Too late! It is now a spooky spaghetti! It's so spooky. Oh, sorry, there's a creepypasta that just the same name. My apologies. No, I think a lot of people have posted portions of it as a creepypasta. But they yeah, they haven't used it in its original context. A lot of people don't know what its original context is. That's social security ID. Oh. You could just say your SSN, your social security number. I'm not telling you that, but you could say that. Please go out and get to the stone. Oh, somebody's getting the stone for me. I can hear them. They're hammering. Ah, it's you. You're my hero. You guys are the real ones. You guys are the real ones out there getting this stone so far away from home. We gotta build this. We gotta build this thing so we can get our iron. Oh no! Keep the door open, please. It's getting so hot in here.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
Yeah.
Here, I'll close this. I forgot to. There you go. Dragon's in the background. He's not gonna talk, but just want to say, Hedge, thanks for listening to me talk all the time in DMs. This is fun. Oh, no problem, dude. Anytime. I love talking to you in DMs. If anybody here ever wants to just message me and talk, you're more than welcome. I'm weird. You all know me. I'm not really like most YouTubers. I don't really do the whole parasocial relationship thing all that well. So yeah, anybody feel free to message me. The SSD is a student thing? Oh, that's social security ID. Can't believe you're bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. How bad can I be? We're almost there. We've almost got the stone we need. Imagine not knowing. Well, you know what? I'm just the weirdo. I'm just the big old weirdo. Yes, put the stone. Oh, we're so close. We need one more stone, you guys. You can do it. Oh, look at them all. Look at them all. They're going out there. Look at them. Look at these people. It's autumn. It's chilly. But nevertheless, they go. They go to get my stone for me. Look at them. Look at them. We're almost there. There we go. Now we can build it. Now we can build this shit. And then once we refine that, we can get the iron, which we need to build our quarry. Okay. Okay, we need, who do we need here? We need a fuel refiner, I think. Oh no, we need a blacksmith. We need a blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith? Okay, now we can take this iron that we've got. See it in a bit. Rosariana. How many people we got? We still got 4. We still got 4. You guys are the real ones. Thanks, Mr. Sir. Thanks, Rosariana. Thanks, Gerbil. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Dragon... Banished just proved to be a wholly unpopular game. He's got his earbuds in. He can't hear me. He's got his AirPods in. Alright, let's see. But yeah, no, the yellow wallpaper, I might as well talk about it. The yellow wallpaper is a really great story. It was made in that time where women's suffrage was kind of becoming a thing. So it is a feminist horror story, and I think horror is a really great way to talk about social issues in a way that's both interesting and thought-provoking. And the yellow wallpaper talks about the issue of being a woman and the issue of being a mother, because it's about this woman who is essentially severely depressed. It's implied that she's got postpartum depression of some kind, which is a real issue. It's a real thing. And she... Oh shit, I need furnace fuel too. Fuck, I forgot. Is there any other way I can make this? No. Fucking A. Fucking A. Where's the fuel refiner? Fuel refinery. Fuck, I need more stone for that. I could make a small one though. I have enough stone for that. Okay. And she is So because she's been not feeling well and her humors have been bad, the doctors recommended that they take her out to the country for the summer. So her husband rents a little country house, and they spend the summer there, and the kid is there, obviously, and she's got a nanny to watch the kid. So I don't know why she's all depressed, but you know, it's fine. She basically spends this whole story because at the time medicine was weird. So instead of like saying, hey, like she's really depressed, you know, she should like, you know, go outside, she should take some walks, she should talk to people. Instead, they say no, she should stay cooped up inside as much as she can, not talking to anybody, so that she will get better. And no, you shouldn't do that, because and even the author of this story at the time knew this, because throughout the course of the story, this woman basically goes insane. And one of the focal points of this insanity is this yellow wallpaper that's in her room. And she keeps thinking she's a woman trapped in the wallpaper. And obviously it's a metaphor for her being trapped. But it's just told in this really, really fantastic, weird sort of way. It's great. It's a great little story. I love it to pieces. It's really creepy. It's really creepy. Can you guys make some fuel, please? So I can make some iron. So I can make some tools. That'd be lovely. I'd appreciate it. Because we're running out of tools, people. We got no tools. But yeah, but the yellow wallpaper is a really, really interesting story. And sometimes I get annoyed with stories that try to be too, like, modern day issue centric and stuff like that, because I think that sometimes people spend too much time trying to come up with the point behind their story and not enough time coming up with the story itself. But the yellow wallpaper is a really good story where both the meaning and the story itself are both very well told and very well thought out. And so I appreciate it. Okay, we're finally making some tools. But no, it's if you have any interest, have a reading of it on my channel. It's pretty old now, so it's probably not the best quality, but it's not bad. I mean, it's with my old mic. It's with the Yeti. Yeah, I know. We're low on everything. I'm well aware. I know. I'm trying to get these people some tools. Welcome back, Azariana. Welcome back. I was just talking about the yellow wallpaper. But yeah, no, I think that in general, I remember when you posted that video, I actually read the book in college a few weeks before then, so I was pleasantly surprised when you made the video. Oh, I didn't know you've been around that long, Davcat. I guess I didn't notice. I guess you didn't come to streams, or I didn't notice you for a little while. That sounds bad. Guess I didn't register your presence. But yeah, it's a pretty common book to read in college. A lot of those readings of classic stories are pretty popular college reads. And a lot of the reason why I read them is because I found them through school. Need some more houses soon. But first we need tools. So we can, an iron, so we can make a quarry. Let's make a quarry. I think we can start plopping that down now. That will help us quite a bit. We need a small quarry. I don't need a big one. Oh, I don't think it's gonna fit here. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, it's not gonna fit here. Where the fuck do I put it? I could put it down by the harbor, I guess. That might be a weird place for it, but welp. We'll put it by the harbor, sure, why not? It sucks because one of those stories that got a lot of views because I think a couple of college professors ended up recommending my video to people, I think. But a video that got a lot of views was the ones that walk away from Omelas by Ursula K. Le Guin. And it's really unfortunate because after like 3 years of that video being up, her estate claimed it. Because Ursula K. Le Guin, I don't think she's alive anymore. And it sucks because I have the distinct feeling that if she was alive and she saw that a small-time YouTuber had just read her story and was bringing it out to people, I think she'd be alright with it. I don't think she'd be that pissed about it. Maybe that's me projecting. I've had a lot of weird experiences with writers and my story and reading their stories, because like I've had so many varied reactions. I've had people, you know, I've had literally the authors of the stories themselves comment on the video and go, "Hey, this was awesome, thank you." And then I've had people who have done DMCA takedowns and have said, "You do not get to do this. What the fuck? What are you doing?" And I always get really confused by that, because if I was a writer, which I am, if I was a writer, I am a writer, if anybody, like, did a reading of one of my, I mean, to be fair, I already do readings of my stories, so it's a little bit of a different situation, but if I, say I was a published writer instead of being a YouTube writer like I am, and someone did a reading of my story, I'd love it. Like, especially if it was a short story, because like novels, like, yeah, if someone does a reading of your novel, then you're kind of losing out on sales, but like, who the fuck reads short stories in literary magazines? Like, nobody does that anymore. A lot of literary magazines have a lot of trouble staying afloat. I think only college professors read literary magazines. So I'd just be happy that somebody liked my story enough to read it. Gerbil, you'll do a reading of one of my stories? Cool, I'd love to finally hear your voice after all these years. That'd be nice. But yeah, it's weird. Copyright system is broken, for sure. For sure. I've had the copyright system is so funny. I had an ongoing problem with my Danganronpa videos. Who said I'd do it with my voice? I don't know what that means. But I had a consistent problem with my Danganronpa videos where I need to build a couple more houses, I think. So we're running out of chillins. Where every time I'd post one of the videos that had one of the executions in it, I'd get a false DMCA claim from somebody who did not own Danganronpa. This person had just uploaded all of the episodes, not even of the game, but of the anime. They had uploaded the episodes of the anime to their channel. And they were absolutely not the person. They did not own this footage at all. I looked them up to double check. No, they didn't own it. But because the anime used the same execution scenes, or close to the same execution scenes. We don't need you right now. Don't work you. Because they used a lot of the same execution scenes. They were able to claim through YouTube's system that my videos belonged to them. And at the very least, YouTube allows you to dispute the claim. Because if a person is caught making a false claim, then they're gonna get in trouble not only from me, not only from YouTube, but also from the original copyright holder. So every time I'd have to go through this process where I'd have to dispute the claim, I'd say, I'm using this under fair use, and then I'd leave it, because they don't have an option that say this is a false claim. But I'd write in the notes, you do not own this footage, please stop, you know, making these claims in my videos. And every time the claim would get removed. But I'd have to do it every single time I uploaded one of these. It was really, really annoying. And by the time it got fixed, they'd gotten all my ad revenue anyway. So it was like, let's make Edie Valley the musical. It'll be funny. Funny thing about that, some of you have heard this story, but Edie Valley actually originally kind of started out as a musical, a little bit, in a weird sort of way. Oh shit, tornado. Where? I love how it won't show me. This happened in my last game, but I couldn't find out where the tornado was. Because it won't, like, show me where it is. I just hope it doesn't get too close. So... yeah, making a false claim is perjury, yeah. So... when I went to school for the first time, I was listening to a lot of music because music was helping me a lot. And I had this idea to make a jukebox musical that was kind of sort of based on an episode of Supernatural, which was about a suburban mom witch coven. And I got the idea, well, wouldn't it be fun to do that, but with high school students? So I had this idea for this story, which was about a teenage witch coven. And then I decided I was going to make it a jukebox musical. And the main character was this girl named Hazel, who had a familiar who was this little imp named Tep, which might be familiar to some of you. I put Tep in a lot of different stories before I found one that worked for him. But the leader of this teenage witch coven was a witch named Cindy, who had the same backstory that she does in Edie Valley. She was kind of the leader of the group. She was kind of the big sister character. She wasn't the main character, actually. So, when I wrote Ancient History, the first Edie Valley story, that was kind of supposed to be just a spin-off story, just to kind of explore how Cindy would have been pre-character development. And then also just to play around with this dumb Tumblr prompt that I had seen ages ago. And then I ended up writing The Soccer Moms of the Apocalypse. And then I ended up writing more stories. And then eventually Edie Valley ceased to be the spin-off and it became the actual series. So, yeah. It's interesting in that way. Want to see the Edie Valley musical in real life starring Alamis as the lead actress for the low price of $1,000? Your wish can come true. Don't promise them that. Man, don't promise them that. I can't make a musical for $1,000. You shitting me? Most musicals have a budget of several $1 million. If you want to donate several $1 million, then I can make Edie Valley into a musical. But it's on Broadway. I actually watch a YouTuber who talks about Broadway shows. His name is Wait in the Wings. It's very interesting. He makes these very interesting documentaries. But yeah. Apocalypse Mom's best Edie Valley characters? Yeah, I always feel bad that I kind of abandoned them. Because they were originally going to be the main villains. They're going to be the main villains of the first arc of Edie Valley. But then I had the idea for Adelaide's, and I realized that Abigail Hodge was going to be the villain, and I tried to make it work, but I really couldn't find a way to fit them in. So I kind of just said, fuck it, and I retconned them out. Because I had no idea what to do with them. What's your favorite story written for Edie Valley? You've said To Glorify My Platinum Soul to me before, but I don't know if there's a story I haven't read yet. To Glorify My Platinum Soul is one of my favorites. There is definitely a story you haven't read that is one of my favorites. It's called Don't Mind Me. Just a never-ending pile of shit right on my head. I also like the second part of the 3-part finale for the first arc. And I also really like Pancakes and the Art of Badassery is my other favorite one. To this day, I'm very proud of that story. I think as a standalone as well, it's one of my favorites. Do a pop-up theater where you read off shit posts. Fair enough. But no, just to minimize spoilers, I'll talk about Pancakes because it's one that anybody who's gonna read it has read. I'm very proud of that story. Mostly just because I'm really not good at writing short stories, in case you guys haven't realized. Because Edie Valley isn't really a short story. It's a one big connected story. But that was like the one. That was the one that I was able to kind of like do on its own, because obviously Nico and Lila's stories have a lot more after that, but as a story it does kind of just work on its own, and I'm very proud of that fact. I'm very proud that both of these characters kind of have a beginning to their character arc, a middle to their character arc, and an end of their character arc, and I'm very proud especially of my dialogue work, and especially of being able to convey who these characters are without having to just use exposition. It's a shame that Pancakes was copied by those lazy Danganronpa devs. Can't believe they stole your idea like that. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Who do those guys think they are, writing my idea down 10 years before I had it? Yeah, I'll freely admit I'm a thief. That's all writing is anymore anyway, because all the ideas have been used. So you just kind of have to just placing some more houses here, because I gotta now, don't I? Well, I guess I'll place houses here since I can't more else. First of all, though, book. Got a nice three floor bad boy over here. Bye, Gabriel. Thanks. It's good chatting. Oh, for sure. Have a great day. Have a great day, Gabriel. Alright, Spike Chunsoft, you fiends. But yeah, I'm of the firm belief that every story that could possibly be told has been told. So nowadays it's really all about how to combine all those ideas that have already been told in a new and unique way. And I think that's where my strong suit comes in. I freely admit that a lot of the characters in Eden Valley are maybe a little too similar to Danganronpa characters. Hello, TKG underscore. Is that Gitchwaff? Glitchwaff? Gitchwaff? Caught an 8K, that's cinema quality, Mr. Sir. That's cinema quality, don't you know, around there. But yeah, I was maybe ultimately a little too close to Danganronpa and some of those characters, but I think I separate them enough that by the end of their arcs, the only similarities are their names and maybe the basic concept behind their characters. Like, obviously Nico and Lila are very different characters than Fuyuhiko and Peko. Sonia and Gil are very different characters than Sonia and Gundam. Maybe that's just me defending myself. Looks at Gil and then back at Hedgehog. You wouldn't say. Well, the whole conceit behind Gil was, what if Gundam was right? That was my whole idea. My whole idea with Gil. What if Gundam was actually right all along? Sonia's a different character than Sonia? Oh, shut up, all of you. Shut up, all of you. You know I'm right. I just kept her name because in this context it made sense. It made sense. I swear. Ah. Alright. Alright, we got ourselves a nice little town here, don't we? It's okay, just call me Glitch. Cool. Alisto2211. Hey, this game seems really fun. Is it for PC or console? It is only for PC, unfortunately, I believe. It is an older indie game. Before a lot of indie games got console releases. Also, welcome both of you. You seem to be sort of new around here. Welcome. My feelings said, you've absolutely murdered me. My self-esteem is in shambles. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your self-esteem gets better. Watch, next she'll tell you Abigail isn't a self-insert. I have never, ever once claimed that Abigail is nothing other than a self-insert. I have explicitly stated, in fact, on multiple occasions that she is my id. So, you know, suck on it, haters. I fully admit when I write a self-insert. Honestly, which character isn't a self-insert? Jilly. I'm not a pop star. I'm also not a badass katana wielding pseudo samurai. Did you guys know that I've gotten so much flack for that? So I've, throughout my college career in a couple different classes, I put up Pancakes in the Art of Badassery just because I was proud of the story. I actually originally wrote it for a college class. And every time I've brought it to an audience, somebody's made some comment about how Lila's white and she thinks she's a samurai, which annoys me. And then another one is that every time I bring fucking Fortunes Inside, people say you can't use the word gypsy when I talk about Remus's wagon, and I literally I get so upset because I'm not saying that Remus is a gypsy. I'm saying that his wagon looks like it would belong to a stereotypical gypsy, because that's what it is. Remus isn't Romani or anything like that. He just has a wagon that looks like it belongs to fairy tale gypsies. I'm not saying anything about real people. I just get upset when anybody says that, because I get where they're coming from. I just wish people would take context into consideration. Remus Lupin went away with Tommy in it in a living caravan. Ain't that funny? The character tormented by Doki isn't a self-insert. Got it. Hey, that aspect of her is. I definitely took some of my own experiences for that story, and mostly it was just a cheeky reference to laugh at myself. Imagine looking at Remus, little boy kidnapper, and thinking, yeah, the gypsy part is the issue. Well, to be fair, in just that first story, he doesn't do any little boy kidnapping. That's only in the sequel. But yeah, it's silly. It's silly. It's just silly, mate. Can't believe you would be so racist on purpose all the time. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I can't believe I would do this. I owe the internet an apology. It's either self-inserts or I fucking love insert characters here, so I'm gonna make a character like insert character here. Yeah, it's kind of how I roll. It do be like that. That's not true. Marcel is original. Marcel is very original. He's not based on anybody. I can say that with confidence. Nothing wrong with that. And then Remus Lupin got written out off screen. I actually have some plans for Remus. He's gonna come back at some point. I'm not gonna like reverse his death, because that'd be silly. But I might tell some stories about him when he was younger. That might be interesting. I've been interested in that for sure. That'd be stupid if I went back on killing him off. That'd just be dumb. That'd be stupid. That'd be stupid. Dumb and stupid. There's a movie called Last Samurai, in which a Union soldier ends up joining the samurai during the modernization of Japan, and you should keep a copy of it every time you present pancakes just to torment them. I really should. You're right on that. Oh my god, what a great idea. What a fantastic idea. I have all these laborers. Why am I not doing anything with them? You are so right, Dribble. I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna bring up Neo. I'm gonna bring up the game Neo and go, you have no problem with it here? It's gonna be great. No, but to be fair, all of that was in the context of a college class. Obviously, the reason I haven't been more self-conscious about it is because, you know, I posted those stories online shortly thereafter I read them in class, and I got no comments about either one of those stories from an internet viewer base. And to be fair, in the last couple of years, since I've been in school, the internet's gotten more intense about that kind of thing. So maybe if I posted them now, it might be different, but I don't think so. Somehow I don't quite think so. We need more fields, dude. We're running low on foods. On foodstuffs. I also need different food. let's put up a trader. I think it's time. I think it's time for a trader. Bum. I don't know the Among Us tune. We want farm supplier. There we go. We actually need a road going up to these probably. That might be helpful and nice and helpful and nice. Helps that your audience consists of a bunch of weebs that would LARP as her the moment the opportunity presented itself. You know, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I have had people cosplay my characters. That is something I can say. I have under my belt. Penciltip Workshop cosplayed as Mike Miller, and it made my life. It was excellent. Yeah, to go from a Platinum Soul did cut me deep, but I'm glad I listened to it. It's probably my favorite part. Story? Don't know. It's my favorite thing of ED Valley so far. Yeah. That's one of the big moments. If there's... I have a lot of problems with myself as a writer, but if there's one thing I think I'm good at, it's hitting people when it matters. I think I'm very good at taking a specific emotion and really just killing people with it. That's my favorite thing to do. I love torturing my audience. I know that sounds horrible and awful and cruel, but I mean it. When ED Valley was essentially airing, I guess, every week I'd get some people to go to story discussion, especially around the second half, and they would just scream at me. Like, I won't spoil anything because I know Rosariana hasn't caught up yet. But, Collison, the stonecutter, was crushed by a rock. I'm so sorry, Collison. You're dead now. You're dead. Before she got me the trauma place, sorry to hear that. I had, after the big Act 3 twist, I'm just gonna word it as, I had a couple people just screaming at me in the story discussion chat. Mr. Sir was definitely one of them. I remember this distinctly. I had people so pissed at me, and it made my life. Dragon didn't live with me back then, so he can't confirm this, but my parents can, because one of them was one of the stories dropped right on a day when I was at their house, and I woke up that morning. I was browsing through Discord, and I was just I was just like I was cackling. It was literally a witch cackling to myself, and my dad looked at me. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, this horrible thing just happened in my story, and everyone's pissed at me." And he went, "Fuck you for that, by the way. You're welcome, Mr. Sir. I don't know which part you mean. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things you should say fuck me for." I'm still so proud of myself. I have a lot more twists coming. So I mentioned in the story discussion recently, but I have concrete plans to bring ED Valley back. I should have brought it back sooner. There's at least one story that I needed to tell before I do it, though. For reasons that will make more sense when you read the story. I struggled so much with it because right after college, I was very much in that mind state of, okay, I had my fun, but now I need to, like, be serious and, like actually try to get published and all that stuff. And it really had a super detrimental impact on my ability to write, like, at all. Like, I started getting writer's block, and I started, like, not being able to write, which was really, really scary for me because, it's gonna sound like I'm bragging here. That's never happened to me. I don't usually get, like, writer's block very bad, and it was really freaking me out. Until one night, Dragon sat down with me, and I sat down, and we had a conversation, and I realized, oh my god, I have been putting way too much pressure on myself to get published. This is not good for me, because I've always had a problem of not being able to write when people are telling me to write specific things. And the problem with the publishing industry is that since it's getting smaller and smaller every year because no one's reading anymore, the publishing industry is very, very averse to taking risks. So they won't publish anything unless it is a YA young adult fan fiction about 2 vampire lesbians. I'm exaggerating, of course, but everything I write is very, very out there and oddball for the publishing industry. Because you contacted some agents about a novel I'd written. I contacted a bunch of short story, a bunch of literary magazines I had a couple people say that, hey, your story was really good, but it's just not for me. And so I kind of realized that night that I'm just probably not gonna be published. I'd much rather just keep writing and keep posting my stuff that my viewers can see. I hate that aspect of publishing that's like, you feel so distant from your audience. It's like there's so many steps between you and the reader. It feels so impersonal. And Edie Valley made me realize how much I loved just uploading a story once a week and just seeing the audience react to it and just being able to like directly just laugh at them and for them to be able to yell at me and go, Hedgehog, I hate you. Why did you write this? And for me to go, neener, neener, haha, you're gonna keep reading anyway. They're all great and I hate you. This is Mr. Sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sir. I need more audience like you. But I just realized that I just like that. And even if I never get rich and famous off of my writing, I know that I have a platform and I know that there are some people who are going to read my story. And that's what matters ultimately. And I mean, I'd like it if I had a bigger audience. I'd like it if a lot more people read my stories, but I think that will happen eventually. I think as this analysis channel starts to take off, more and more people will start to wonder why I keep bragging that I'm a writer and everything. Go, okay, fine, I'm going to read your fucking stories already. I heard of Chillstream. What's going on? Oh, we're almost done. Nobody, but welcome. I'm just sitting around bullshitting and playing a game. I was talking about writing and stuff. But anyway, I got way off track. So I realized that the story that I'd kind of been saving to be published, I should just write it, and get it out to you guys so I can bring Edie Valley back. Because this story that I'm writing right now is also very important to me. And so I have been writing it actively. You heard there, folks. Get this bitch famous. Yeah, I've always said that crowdsourcing is the best way to get the word out. If any of you have any friends, any of you have anybody who think you'd be interested in reading, start telling people. Start posting on Discord servers. Start posting it online. I don't want to brag because I don't think I'm a great writer, but I'm a good writer. A lot of people have told me that. So, and people seem to enjoy my stories. I had a lot of people keep up with Edie Valley throughout its entire run. So that made me feel really good. So clearly some people like my stuff. But I have been writing this new story for several months. And you're all probably wondering, well, why aren't you posting it as you're writing it? That's how you did Edie Valley. And I would, but this story has a much different structure than anything I've ever written. It's got a much more intricate mystery component and intrigue component. And the problem with uploading weekly is that once the story's out there, you can't take it back. So like there is this one story, Cowell's first, one of Cowell's stories, where Nico and Lila come in, and they decide to steal Cindy's kind of subjectivity back. And they get in, so they break into Cowell's back room, and they go into his cabinet, and they happen to come across something else from someone named Matilda. And this was actually meant to be a reference to the very first of Cowell's episodes where he pulls aside a reporter who's trying to investigate the murder in the apartment upstairs, and which was caused by Nico and Lila. And her name is Penelope. Her name was originally going to be Matilda, but then I realized that I'd named the wagon Matilda, so I couldn't name her Matilda too. So I changed her name to Penelope, but then by the time I wrote that second story, I'd entirely forgotten that I changed her name to Penelope. So there was a big misunderstanding. A lot of people thought that Cowell had stolen something from the wagon, but no, it was just this reporter, just a reference to this reporter. But by the time I realized this mistake, it was already published, so I couldn't take it back. So I'm trying to make sure with this story that I'm at least 3/4 of the way through, that I at least have all my ducks in a row so that it's intricate and nice like I want it to be before I start posting it. There are 20 planned chapters. I'm currently about to finish up chapter 8 tonight, so I'm almost halfway done. So it will be less than a year before you start seeing my work again. So that's coming. And then once that's done, Edie Valley will follow shortly thereafter. Because I have plans for Edie Valley. I've always had plans for Edie Valley. But again, this story needed to come out first. Alright, guys. It's 8 o'clock. It's time for me to call it an evening. I've been talking. My butt's sore. My butt hurts from this chair. But thank you, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around. All 4 of you. All 4 of you all night. Thanks a bunch. I appreciate it. Can I be the character that dies third? Yes. Yes, you can, Gerbil. I'll make that happen. But thanks, guys, for joining me for this. I hope I'll see you all soon. I know Buffski hasn't been around for a little while. It's just because my schedule's been busy. Buffski will probably be back this week. That's my goal, is to bring her back this week again. But thanks, guys. All right, Hedgehog, have an amazing night. I'll be sure to tell you my thoughts about the few episodes tonight. Thank you, Rosarian. I'm excited to hear your thoughts. All right, have a good night, guys. Goodbye.